Well, the offer, I think, takes a little bit longer to get to, right, Craig? Like, you've got to get their attention with a showstopper headline first in order to get to the offer, right?
Well, this is something that Kristen and Mark are really good at. They've become really good at grabbing your attention the first 3 seconds. Mark, maybe you can talk about that. And by the way, it drives Kristen crazy because Kristen will get all prepared for this, and Mark will just press record and boom, and get equal results.
You probably it's probably like a subject line or something else. You probably discovered 2 or 3 things, that words that come out of your mouth or images or something that boom, you can tell that they're magnetically attracted to that.
So we test them. So we do both. So especially with the short form, because you've got 2 seconds. I've got 2 seconds to get them with it. And anytime we record, we'll do 2, 3, 4, 5, what we call hooks in the beginning to get them. And then we run both. So and these are just, we're putting it out there. We're not even paying yet for it because we want to see what it is. And then we take it from there. But just by looking at the analytics in terms of how long have they watched for, where did they fall off? So if I'm looking at it and they're falling off at 3 seconds and whatever my hook wasn't it. So I need to change something. And sometimes we do it where it's simply speeding it up and slowing it down. So either I talk faster, because normally I don't talk, like on my videos, when I'm thinking, I don't talk fast, whereas Kristen talks really fast. So our editors will speed me up to get it, because we know we have 2 seconds. It's 2 seconds or they're gone. And that's just anything with short form content, whether it's ad or whether it's YouTube short, whether it's Instagram Reel, Facebook Reel, TikTok, any of those. We got 2 seconds, and then we got to get to the point.
You have an example of one that's...
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Share us some of the learning that you've done here, Mark. Like, do you have any examples of like what you were first thinking when you started doing this, and some of the things you've learned, like some of the things that weren't working?
Yeah, so like we always try to do the opposite. So we'll say things you shouldn't do before you buy a house, things you should do before you buy a house. And we'll be like, we'll get straight to the point. And before you buy a house, you should do this, or something your real estate agent will not tell you the next time you're looking for a purchase, or things that you have been told that are false. So I always do the positive and I always do the negative, and then I take away. It can be the same for it, but I just want to catch their attention.
Right, so it could be tips that you should know before you list your home for sale.
Yep.
Or it could be what not to do when you sell your house, right?
Yep.
And what usually wins, the positive or negative?
Negative.
Yeah.
Negative almost always. And you just always want to, what you say in it is you're just trying to get them to the next point. And then, because remember, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get them to consume. We're not trying to get them to watch especially with the short form. I need them to consume it, so it'll lead to them watching my next video, which will lead to my next video. And then now I'm gaining their trust the more they're watching through that. So that's the whole point of any video.
Okay, that's really important. I want to make sure everyone understands what you just said, because that's something that we talked about in our last call. It's like once you get them to watch the first one, then they're like binge watching your stuff.
So we did this with Craig. So Craig was talking. What we did is he did a live where he was talking what he just talked about yesterday, where to do your buyer benefits package, your seller benefits package. So we chopped it up. We took his hook, we moved it to the front, and it was like 17 seconds, whatever it was. And he got 12,000 views on it to do it like within minutes on YouTube. But it led to these other videos. Now they've got 8,000. Now they've got 7,000. Now they got 7,500. And it was what you could see is you could see the chain, and it was all happening within like 24, 48 hours to do it.
Binge watching.
Yeah. So when he was talking about, doing your buyer presentation or your listing presentation, and he was doing it, were you doing it on a Wednesday call that you do? Were you talking about it? So when we just chopped it up for the 17 seconds, people were interested. So that's telling you that you guys need to make those, because people were interested in 12,000 views within a day that he got just because of people wanting to hear about the buyer and listing presentation chopped up. And that's what he was talking about on his.
The most amazing thing was his watch time was like,
Yeah.
they were little, like there was a crazy amount that was watching the whole thing. And
Let
then
me just interrupt there for a second. Does everyone see what just happened? Okay, so before the pandemic, if I wanted to make a real estate agent aware of who Craig Proctor was, we would book a half-day seminar in Phoenix, and James McDonald would call all of our agents in Phoenix, and we would have to do all this work to get people to come out to get them to a half day to know anything about Craig Proctor, or we can get 12,000 agents to watch this instantaneously. I am doing a presentation, which I make them aware of as I'm explaining this every week on my Facebook Lives. I'm kind of shaking real estate agents. I'm saying, you realize I'm doing a presentation to you right now. I want to teach you realtors how to do what I'm doing. I'm on Facebook Live. I'm spending $0. You're watching it. Every single one of you have been pixeled. You're going to see my stuff tomorrow. Whether you like it or not, you're going to keep seeing my stuff. You like this, right? You kind of got to know me, hopefully like me, hopefully understand Craig really knows his stuff. So real estate agents, I've just proved to you that this works because you've been watching me for 48 minutes and you're still watching me and you like this. If this makes sense to you, smash the like button, and hundreds of people will smash the like button. So there you go. Now, let me show you how to do this in your marketplace with buyers and sellers. You're a real estate agent. You know way more about the subject of selling and buying real estate than your prospects. You have a lot of knowledge. There's a lot of great things that you can talk about. So let's produce some content. Let's push that out, get as many people to see you. The biggest battle that real estate agents are fighting is what? Nobody knows who they are, right? So let's start using video and putting it everywhere. Once I do this Facebook Live, these guys take this thing, boom, I don't know how to edit it. I don't know how to put it on all the different platforms, but you don't need to know how to do it either. You just need to get somebody to do it.